All right, welcome to a review. This is on a video from the Cone Killer Classic. Uh, this particular vehicle happens to be Miata, and it was the first time this car has been back together in a while. So we're going to take a look at his video, take a look at what happened. We're going to play it back once and kind of talk about it here. So we're going to play it back at full speed. We'll get a view of the video, and then we'll play it back kind of slower speed so that we can take a look at different sections of the video and what's going on. So without further ado, let's watch the video. Okay, off the line, around the first slalom cone. I look at the first video without sound just to focus on the line. Looks like some opportunity there. And we can also take a look at hand position on the steering wheel, where the driver's looking. Should be looking to the right. So I don't see much movement in the driver's head. There's a little bit there. Should be looking right. Okay, so let's take a look at the video. We're going to go frame by frame here and look for car placement and see what we can do. Noticed a few things in some of the slaloms and on corner entries were the biggest differences. So let's take a look. Alright, off the line. First thing I notice, is that the timing box? Is there timing going across? If so, that's a drag start, and we definitely want to get everything we can out of it. Alright, first one right here. So this is the start of a slalom. Granted, it's at the start. I also noticed it on all the other ones. Your car is parallel to the first cone right here. And instead of it being parallel, we really want to think about backsiding, which is to say rolling over this cone to have an angle when we roll over that first cone. Kind of hard to, it's right there at the start, but we'll see it in other areas as well. Alright, so right here I can see the second and third and the second and the last cone in the slalom, second to last and the last cone. So here we're at 46. This should be flat. 49. And then you're just kind of maintaining. You know, we really want to be accelerating. I noticed that you don't get close to this cone right here. And I think you could have been on the power and much closer to that cone. Coming in here too, I can see you looking at these double cones. You're definitely on the right, turning right, and we want to set up on the left. So you want to be out here by these marks, and that's going to give you allow you to get on the power the soonest for the next straight across the runways here. So as you're on the right, you're coasting. In fact, you're actually decelerating here where you could be accelerating. Alright, coming in the next right-hand corner, pretty similar. Let's go back one frame. So yeah, this is a big difference. This is a 10th right here. Just being this far off the cone, which also puts you farther to the right. So you want to be on this cone, and you want to be much farther to the left here. The way I like to move farther, if I had to guess, you're looking here. I would actually look at this cone on the left. I think that would help get you farther to the left to set up more. Yeah, you're just dive vomited in here. You can see that somebody else's skid marks. Even farther over wouldn't be too bad of an idea. As we come around here, I think you could have gotten on the power earlier. You have a lot of room to still unwind. You know, you still have time before you get up to this cone up here. Definitely an opportunity there. Yeah, again, you got to make a right-hand turn, and you got a lot of ways to go. You could still be out here on the left-hand side, leaving it open to make it a little bit easier to turn right. Into the slalom, same thing. It's a little hard because they've constrained your entry, but you really want to do some more backsiding. Definitely looks pretty parallel to me. The timing is good, but pretty parallel. Okay, coming across the runway. Could be closer. Pretty far off those cones. Nice little slide there. There we go. Now we're getting closer. Left. So I see you turning to the left, although it kind of looks like you're looking here. I don't know. Does it look like you're looking down? I mean, you know, your helmet sticker is kind of at an angle there. Eye box is looking down. I hope you're not looking here. Really should be looking out here. If you are, great. Because you get pretty close to this next cone. That's what I like to see. Well, when you want to be close to cones, that's really nice right there. It's about 2 inches. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, looking to the right. Nice and tight. Still think there's an opportunity for an unwind there. Yeah, more of that. Worth maybe lifting a little bit to get there. Breathing perhaps. Looking to your right. Alright, slalom before the finish. Same thing. So there's nothing preventing you from staying right. And still we dive bomb. You're just driving straight. And there's no turn. At this point, you should be arcing. You should already have the wheel more to the left and be arcing so that when you get in between, right here, your wheel should start to turn to the right. And that timing is hard because you're driving straight into it. You want to be turning left into that slalom so that when you turn, you've already got some of the load, and then you can transfer it from one side to the other. Here again, real aggressive turn. I don't think you needed it there. I think you turned really aggressive when you didn't have to, because you're still 2 feet off the cones to your left, and I don't think you had to turn that hard. I think that you could have turned a little bit easier. And then through the finish. Sorry for the hard cut there. Getting used to the new software here. So anyway, let's recap. We want to see you arcing into the slaloms, backsiding the first cone. So that means you're going to need to line up farther to the right so that you can get behind the first cone. Next, we want to stay on the throttle, exiting the slaloms. So if you put in the same steering, but you add more throttle, you're likely to have a little bit more understeer, but you're going to get a little closer to the cone, and you have the room to do so. So let's not fear that last cone. Next, we want to set up more on corner entry, especially on the tight corners. So we're going to want to set up on the left to turn right, and the right to turn left. And we want to look far enough ahead that you're not surprised. As human beings, we tend to look longer at things that we're surprised by. So if you find that you have sticky eyes, that might be an area to look farther ahead. These are also all things that you're going to want to take a look on the next course during your course walk. So keep an eye out for that stuff, and I look forward to seeing the next video. Thanks.